this. Why can't you trust your partner? I was drunk and let them run a train on me, but I was so drunk, you can't blame me. My heart goes out to you. I'm so sorry. I don't know what it is with this generation. You guys make me so sick. This is making me so emotional. I don't think you guys understand how bad it is to get cheated on and what it does to your mindset. And because men don't have an outlet and because men don't get to escape and express their emotions to people, this is why men get so over so hard and don't move on or become an F-boy or internalize this because of stuff like this. What do you mean you can't blame you? I've been drunk before and I've never had anybody run a choo-choo on me. What? When I get drunk, I want to call my man. I don't get drunk and say, hey guys, everybody do a pass around. What the hell are you? Rated E for everybody? You're not a Game Boy. What? I'm sorry, y'all, but this generation is cooked. God bless your heart. I'm so sorry.
Whenever somebody asks me, like, when are you going to start dating again? When are you going to find someone? The Bible says, he who finds a wife finds a good thing and favor from the Lord, not she who finds a husband. My man is out there. My God is the God of miracles, okay? Jesus walked on water. God knows my address. What makes you think that the God who walked on water is not going to bring my man to my front door if he wanted to? Get out of here. Come on.
I already know if a guy is a little freak. If I get done, doing the little sucky suck, I come up and he's like, make out with me. I'm like, oh my God. All right.
Tell me why it is always the most attractive boys who are stupid. I'm sorry, have no brain cells. Recently, there was one guy, so attractive, so beautiful, all this stuff, couldn't even hold a conversation. Genuinely, there's no point in even talking to you right now and I was just in the water. Really cute guy comes, immediately just jumps in the water. I'm not even trying to start a conversation to be like that, but he was right next to me. Nobody else was there. And I'm like, how did you even get in? He's literally way to make me feel so stupid. I don't know if I'm just so ugly or what's wrong with me. He just goes, what? Right next to me. I'm like, all right, literally no. Nah, fam, just stop. What? I'm like, oh, I just, how'd you get in so fast? Then I feel stupid. I'm not trying to talk to you, brother. I was, maybe, but no. And then the way he crashes and he just throws his arms up and I just immediately get out of the water and I just left the beach because at this point, it doesn't even matter if you're attractive. I just want to be able to talk to you. That's literally, genuinely, the bar is, it's under. No point in even talking because I can't hold a conversation with anyone. No one's funny. No one's anything. And then if they actually are, they do have a good personality and they do look good, they're a lagger. They're a lagger. They're not consistent. My time is money. My time is money. So basically, just trying to date or talk to boys, it's so annoying because it's fun for 1 negative second to think about it, having a crush is so fun and everything, but no, it just never really serves. I did not do diligence explaining those two scenarios, but just trust me, if you were talking to them and if you were in that situation, you would 100% agree with me. It's not even that there's no brain cells, it's just that this can't be real. They're so rude. They're rude. So tell me, where do people even find people when you're older? If it's not on a dating app, I'm not seeing anyone at the gym. No. And I'm not seeing any new people at the coffee shop. And I go to multiple coffee shops and maybe there's a cute person once or twice, but that's not, I don't think it's my husband, Fuck. Shit.
A lot of people aren't realizing that the slow love lasts longer. Everyone is in such a rush to feel something and get to the what are we part of things that they wind up skipping the time that you're supposed to spend to actually get to know the person. The time you're supposed to spend to build something real. It's like we rush to the comfort. And we rush to the part where all the promises are made. And we rush to feel some level of certainty. But that's usually where the anxiety in relationships start. Because when you skip the time it takes to truly know someone, you start building a future off of assumptions instead of reality. Slow love is soft and patient. It doesn't panic when someone takes a little time to respond. It doesn't disappear when you set a boundary. It holds space for the other person. It listens, it cares, and it understands something most people forget. anything worth keeping is gonna take some time to grow.
Am I the only?
Not mean you're confident. It means you're attractive. And I'm gonna get into it, trust me. But I want you to think about something real quick. If you have a beautiful friend who's like, oh, I'm so unattractive, like I don't feel like I look good right now, blah, blah, blah. What might you tell them? Oh no, you're a baddie. What are you talking about? The same way if someone comes up to you and is like, oh, I really don't feel pretty right now. You're like, no, yeah, you're so pretty. But what you wouldn't do is someone be like, ah, man, I'm really not confident in myself. And you'd be like, no, yeah, you're so confident. So just objectively, the word baddie isn't even used like that, okay? But let's think about where it comes from. It comes from calling people bad. Particularly if you go to the 80s and 90s, men calling women bad. Like, oh, she's bad. Like, again, she's good looking. And then it was converted into, oh, this person's bad. They're a baddie. But I'm not gonna lie, it's genuinely as simple as that. I could stop the video right now. But the reason people are trying to say, oh, it's about confidence is because, for one, someone who's confident would refer to themselves as a baddie. It's just common sense. So it's low-key like confirmation bias. It's like someone who says they're a baddie and it's like, oh, yeah, look how confident they are. It's like the reason people think being a baddie is a certain kind of personality is because certain kinds of people gravitate towards calling themselves baddie. And then, bro, the show Baddies on Zeus did unremarkable damage to the baddie's reputation. But no, it's legitimately always meant attractive. And you guys only argue that it doesn't mean attractive when someone you think isn't attractive refers to themselves as a baddie and gets criticized for it.
These modern women really are a problem. They really are. They really are. They don't think that they are, but you're a problem. You're insufferable. Nobody wants to be around you, and you know that. You're aware of that. But because you don't want to change your attitude, you just say it's everybody else's problem. Everybody else's problem. Everybody need to put up with me. Everybody need to let me do what I want to do. You know, it's going to be men that suffer first. It's always that. But then when you get out to broader society, now my friends ain't supporting me, they got to go too. I'm going to slander them online. I'm going to talk about them too. Oh, my parents ain't gonna support me. They gotta go too. They gotta go too. Oh, my dog? Acting a fool? Gonna support me? Gonna go with my boyfriend? We've been together about a year or two, and he didn't grow attached to my boyfriend? Wanna go with my boyfriend? Crying all day and night because we done broke up? Dog gotta go too. I'm not loyal to anybody but myself.
3 biggest red flags in women. I'm not gonna waste no time with this, cause I feel like it just gotta be said. Starting with number 1, she smokes. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but women that smoke just tend to smell bad. Smoke be all up in your clothes. You don't tend to just spray perfume. You just walk around smelling like a big ashtray. I just wanna say, that is not attractive. If you smoke, at least try to put perfume on so you can smell good and not walking around smelling like a dude. Nobody wants a girl that sits there and smell like weed all day. Some guys do, but majority don't. 2, she parties. No guy wants a girl that sit there and parties all day. We want a girl that's actually working on herself, building her career, that's goal-oriented. Not a girl that wanna go out and be with her girls all night. Like, I'm trying to be laid up, cuffed up all night, but you wanna be outside with your girls that's single. You cannot be my girlfriend and do that. I understand if you go out on occasion, but every night is wild. Who you trying to be seen by? As my girlfriend, we have stuff that we have to handle. And you going outside every night, it's not gonna happen. And 3, she got male friends. I'ma just go. All of her male friends do not want to be her male friends. Just let that sink in. That shoulder for her to cry on is a lot for her to lie on when you not in the picture. Lock in. Like this video and follow me for more advice. You might not see me again.
Oh, you crazy. This is what you get. This is what you get.
Bro, stop.
That's what you're getting arrested because you beat me. You deserve this.
I did not beat you.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Hey, tell me you love me.
I love you. I actually asked her to beat me. I'm sorry for wasting your time. Could you please let her go?
Okay, so you don't want to press charges?
No, I would not like to press charges at this time, or ever. I love her.
Stand up.
I genuinely hope this video is scripted, but in our generation, it's probably not. You know, there are men out here, women out here trying to find peace with partners, women and men who are just, they're toxic, man. You are not going to find peace in toxicity. It is impossible. And I did it for a long time, man. You know, trying to find peace with women or people in general that would never bring you peace. Friendships that are not going to bring you peace. People in general that are not going to bring you peace because they are, you know, there's only one that will bring us peace in our life, and his name is Jesus Christ. That is it. He is the true peace. He is the way, the truth, and the life. That's what I hope and wish that more people would understand this, right? You don't have to be in these relationships to feel happy, man. You don't have to be with them just to be with them. Men out here text me all the time. Oh, I just say I'm alone. You're not alone. You have the Lord, man. You are not alone. We are never alone. God will never leave us. He will never forsake us. He is faithful even when we are unfaithful. Jim Brown and God, man.
I'm going to give you 10 red flags that you don't see coming. Now, these seem harmless at first, but trust me, you do not want to ignore them. They bond with you over trauma immediately. It feels very deep and intense, like no one gets me like you. But fast emotional intimacy is not the same as emotional stability. Sometimes it's just two unhealed people syncing nervous systems. They mirror you perfectly. Same music, same opinions, same future goals. It feels like fate. But sometimes it's not compatibility, it's performance. They are amazing until you need something. So they're supportive when it's light and easy, but distant when it's inconvenient. Watch who they are when it costs them effort. They joke about disrespect. They'll say, it's just a joke. Pay attention to what is hidden behind humor. Testing boundaries often comes disguised as banter. They constantly frame themselves as misunderstood. They'll say everyone else is crazy, toxic, or jealous. If every past story casts them as the victim, pay attention. Something isn't adding up. They're inconsistent, but charming. Warm, cold, intense, distant. Charm can distract you from instability. They rush exclusivity, but avoid real commitment. They want the access, the intimacy, the benefits. But when it comes to clarity, titles, or long-term planning, suddenly they're not into labels. They avoid hard conversations with positivity. They'll say, let's not ruin the vibe, or why are you being negative? If you cannot address issues, the relationship is not emotionally safe. You feel more anxious than secure. You can't quite explain it, but your body knows before your brain does.
I asked on my IG story what some of you girlies think are hidden or not so obvious red flags in men, so I'm gonna share them here. They're honestly so good. Like, I haven't even thought of some of these myself. Number one is mine. When you tell him something like a piece of advice a bunch of times and he ignores you, but he listens when his guy friends say the exact same thing. He's indirectly saying that he doesn't respect your input and he doesn't really hold what you say to a high regard. This is something that is brushed off a lot. Along the same lines, number two, when you tell him you're hurt or upset by his actions and he doesn't think that he's wrong until someone else tells him that he's wrong. Why was how you feel not enough? Number three, when he competes with you or he always tries to be better than you. He might invalidate your beliefs, your hobbies, your interests, or suggest that you try something else. It might sound like he cares about you, but he's not being supportive and he sees you less than him. Number four, if he talks smack about your friends or calls them hoes or idiots, then he's saying you're one of them. It's a different story if your friends are actually super toxic. Number five, when he makes side comments or sound effects to be funny around his friends while you are talking about something that you really care about, so you look kind of stupid. A lot of girlies just laugh along, but they don't feel good. And number six, when he apologizes, but he doesn't actually change the behavior that he's apologizing for. You think an apology is enough and that he's being sincere, but he just keeps doing the same thing and apologizing for it. That's straight disrespect.
There's nothing really to like about men. Like, when it all boils down, men are not really likable people.
Okay, yeah, you know what actually is the problem when it comes to like bioessentialist takes like this? We've already discussed that this kind of misandry can contribute to a lot of young boys, like adolescents, developing more misogynistic ideals. Like, they see these critical things said about a group they feel represented by, which leads to resentment of the group saying those things. And no, that is not a smart or valid reaction, but we're literally talking about children here. It's just what happened. But the other thing that I don't talk about nearly enough is something that I like to call fulfilling the prophecy. As a man or woman, depending on how your parents parented you, you might have been told men are this, men are this, men are this, women are this, women are this, women are this. Most of you most likely ended up being what man was or what woman was. Like, it's funny because these are the kind of people to complain about boys will be boys, but acting like men are just inherently bad as a group of people or inherently unlikable as a group of people, that is essentially boys will be boys. It's, oh, there's nothing we could, it's just in our nature. This is what we're like. At that point, are you even encouraging men to unpack their misogyny that they have? To think of ways that they can do better, think of ways they can improve? No, you're just like, oh, you're bad. And it's like, I don't know if this woman claims to be a feminist, but it's like there are people who claim to be feminists who will say things like that. And it's like, it just doesn't help anything. And if anything, it can make it worse. It was like when Chaperone said the whole like men don't make good art thing. Like, I don't actually care that she said that, right? Like, my feelings aren't hurt. Just like I don't care that this random woman said men aren't likable. But my point is, that's not a critique of the patriarchy. You're not benefiting anybody by saying that. You're not shedding light on an issue. You're not spreading awareness. You're not even critiquing problematic behavior. You're just like, I don't like them, which is fine. You have every right to like or not like whoever you like or don't like. But I'm saying not only is this not really doing anything for women at all, it might be making things worse.
From a man's perspective, we need to know what exactly does it mean when a guy slides up on your story or likes your story. Like, is this you making a move? Are you interested? Or are you just catcalling? Is this just you giving me attention and you're kind of just getting a kick out of it?
I honestly think they're just getting a kick out of it.
And they're doing it to like 10 girls.
Yeah, and they're just like in that mood. Because then you like go to text them and then they're like
mute. Okay, from the guy's perspective, like, please
let us know.
We need to know.
Are boys in India, and frankly, any majority world or third world country, are the boys doing better? This thought hit me today. And this is a whole different perspective. Like, we know that the boys in the Western cultures, the United States, Canada, UK, Australia, really 52 of the Western nations, we know our boys statistically are in crisis. They're not doing well. And part of the reason for my trip, of course, was to understand how are Indian boys doing? And then it just hit me. What if they're doing better than our Western boys? Their families are still intact. Boys are still honored. Men are still honored. And in spite of, poverty, some of the things that are, we don't face in the Western cultures like they do there, how has that impacted them? Are they more depressed? Are they less depressed? Are they still hopeful? Are they less hopeful? These are the things that I am going to now really listen for as I'm interviewing them and speaking with them and seeing them as I embark on this 3,000-kilometer journey across India in 22 days. Interesting question. Are the boys in Western culture, for maybe the first time in history, are they doing worse than their counterpart males in third world countries?
The older a lot of these brothers get, the more opting out looks appealing. It looks better, right? Because you don't have to worry about the way modern women are acting. You don't have to worry about this stupidity, the other stupidity and foolishness that's going on out here. You don't have to worry about that. You can go do your thing. You can be a part of other things in your life. You can go to the gym whenever you want to. I heard a guy talking. Actually, he said, at 40 years old, I've gotten to the point to where I much prefer it. I enjoy to be single. I enjoy being single. I don't have nobody watching over my shoulder, nagging me, coming over. Man, I could be working at 3:00 in the morning and I don't have no woman on my back about it. Right? I might have one of the ladies that I work with over at the house or wherever. Well, he didn't say where he was, but I might have her over. And I don't want my woman coming in nagging. What is she doing here? How dare she? We're working on a business plan. I'm trying to open up another bar and we're trying to do it in 3 weeks. So I'm working around the clock to try to get this money. I don't need nobody coming in and messing up my business plan, I think is what he was saying. I don't need nobody coming in and messing up my momentum because of their insecurity. I enjoy being single because I can come in, do what I want to do, whenever I want to do it, how I want to do it. And I don't have to worry about no woman trying to tear me down and mislead me and misguide me with her bad direction, with her bad business sense. The heck out of here.
Let me tell y'all something. It's a real simple way to find out if a woman really cares about a man. You need to ask her one question. Ask her, what does he do for you? And just listen. Don't interrupt her. Don't help her. Just listen to what comes out her mouth. Because if the first thing she says is, he pays my rent, he gets my hair done, he gets my toes done, he gets my nails done. Baby, I hate to break it to you, but that woman don't really love you. She loves what you do financially, not who you are. See, a woman that really loves a man, her answer hits a little bit differently. She gonna say, he makes me feel safe, he makes me feel confident, he calms me down when my mind is racing. He loves me even when I'm not easy to love. Now that's a different type of answer, because you can't buy that. See, people got it twisted nowadays. They think love is tied to what you can provide materialistically. And don't get me wrong, providing is important, yes, but that can't be the only thing that's keeping somebody there. What happens when life starts lifting? What happens when the money get funny? What happens when you can't do all that extra stuff no more? If all she ever loved you for was the benefits, then she gonna leave when the benefits expire. That's not love, that's a subscription, baby. Real love, it's about what you do for somebody's soul. It's about how you make them feel when nobody else is around. It's about the peace you bring into their life. It's about the way you show up for them emotionally, mentally, and physically. But yeah, ask her that question. What does he do for you? And make sure you pay attention to that answer, because that answer is gonna tell you everything you need to know, okay? Good morning.
I'm just like tired of men like not really trying hard enough.
Aw, let's hear it, baby.
Like they just like really like they try and then they want to talk to you and then like they talk to other girls. And then it's just like no.
You know, like you like see a guy out at the bar and it's like, oh, I think he's cute, and you like we're kind of like looking at each other and like I think he might think I'm cute too. It's like, okay, like maybe talk to me, and then he just like doesn't.
He doesn't even look at you.
And then you're like, am I scum?
Oh.
What does that mean to y'all?
They're gonna say scum.
You're a scum. We don't. He doesn't like you.
You are not emotionally safe in relationships with people who have defensiveness as a learned behavior. Here's a person who's picked up defensiveness as a learned protection, and that's a problem for relationships, because if you express to them that they did something that hurt you or that you felt unsupported in some way and they react defensively, this shows that they struggle to take accountability and they're not validating your needs and feelings. They might care about you, but they have those core learned behaviors: lack of accountability, invalidation of your needs and feelings, and defensiveness. In a healthy dynamic, you should be able to express yourself to your partner or your friend, and whether they agree with you or not, whether they have a differing perception or not, they should A, take some accountability, B, validate your feelings, and C, look to repair the relationship. So notice, if someone expresses themselves to you from a hurt perspective, do you get defensive or do you get curious? Hope this video helped you guys. Take care now.
Stop ignoring the red flags, especially when it comes to people in relationships. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. Don't try to fix them. Don't convince yourself it's your responsibility to change them, because it's not. Being around the wrong people or staying in relationships that aren't aligned can cost you more than time. It can cost your peace, your progress, and your future. Hold your circle accountable. Hold your partners accountable. Set your standards high and protect your energy. But understand this: if they refuse to change, if they refuse to meet you where you're going, prepare yourself to move forward without them. Everything that you want in your life can't wait for someone else to catch up. So protect your circle, protect your peace, and never compromise your standards.
So Kaya is 25, Muslim, looking for a life partner. Oh, brother, this is not good. And you go to raves often? Now that's more like it. Next, Tatiana's 22, Christian, conservative, and looking for a life partner. Of course. Leave a one-word review? No, that would have been too far. But this is a lot better. Next, Anna's 24, Catholic, conservative. Of course, it's like they can't help themselves. They may be divided in faith, but they are united in being a...
So we're doing the test again, but now we have 2 monitors so we can really see who's getting it in. We got our assistants back there doing the numbers. Count out. What's the first one?
15.
15 seconds?
Yup.
1, 2, 3, go.
Mama won. The next
2 out of 3. Best 2 out of 3. Let's go.
one is 3.
3 seconds?
Yeah.
Ready? Go.
Mama won.
Done.
What do I have? Oh, take. I'm close.
What's the number?
10. Each one go. Oh, okay. Just go when you want.
Mom,
Oh my God! Wow, it's close.
Man, what am I counting in my hands wrong, man? No.
Now you just keep going up. I mean, I won 3 out of 3 right now.
Stop the damn camera.
If you ever move away from home, one of the most annoying things that you're going to encounter is that no one's going to ever believe that you moved away. I am from New York State, but I have not lived in New York State for almost a decade after graduating high school, going to college, etc. And like, I haven't really looked back. I have lived in 4 major cities since then. I have lived in another country for over a year, and I still have people ask, so when are you coming home? Or like, you're only coming home 3 times this year? What's going on? And I get how it starts, right? Like when you're in college and you're kind of fresh out of moving away, you do still come home on breaks. But like now I'm married, I have a house, this new place is my home. This is where I live. Like when I go home, I go here. In fact, I also have some other family who live here. But no one else where you grew up and where you're actually from will.
I know a lot of these modern women probably think that they're God's gift to earth. But, you know, just having to deal with a lot of these modern women, it's a nightmare, ma'am. Imagine marrying one. Imagine having to be with one all day long. Now, it seems like these modern women will at least attempt to control their attitude when they're around their family and friends. But you let a man come around, they're trying to size him up. And I understand trying to make sure that he's the right man for the job, quote unquote. But the way that modern women act is downright infantile, toddler-like, to be honest.
My best friend's man says she's no longer allowed to talk to me. Okay, so I'm trying to plan an absolute banger of a weekend since I am single and I can. And she was like, I can't go. What? She was like, girl, I am so sorry. But my man said to me, girl, you're not going. I don't think that you should be around Megan anymore. I was like, hang on a second. He was totally fine with you hanging out with me when I had a man, but now all of a sudden, no? What the fuck is that?
I don't blame this man one bit. You know, I would have done the same exact thing. I'm telling you, single women keep women single. You know, we live in an evil world. You know, it's sad because a lot of these women out here think that they have to go party and go with all these dudes to feel peace. I'm telling you, men and women, your only true peace you will find in life is Jesus Christ. That is it. You know, you can search wherever you want. You can search in drugs, booze, anything of the above. And you're going to realize it all just leads you to the same place, you know, and that's just destruction. You know, we have a choice here in this life, you know, and I'm telling you that if your girl is like this, man, walk away. Respect yourself, find a woman who fears the Lord, find a woman who's going to be going towards the kingdom of heaven with you, and if you don't have that, you walk away and you respect yourself. You know, God is not going to give us peace in a situation that we are not supposed to be in, and that's just the facts, man. You know, give it to God, surrender it to the Lord, and pray about everything. Our God is bigger than our problems. Jim Gronigan.
Boy, Chav is posting in her drawers. Is that how you say her name? Well, anyway, her posting in her drawers. I know one would think that I'm like the modesty police and that I would have a problem with it. But here's the thing about Joey. I'm extremely impressed with her in general, right? Like, I don't follow her, but I've seen the progress that she made from her last baby to getting her body back to what it looked like right now. I don't know if y'all understand when you on a thicker side and you curvy like she is, how difficult that is, right? It's one thing when you skinny and you snap back, but for her to be 3 kids in, curvy like she is, and that body still look that good. Now, given a lot of it is genetics, but the girl looks amazing. And seeing how part of her brand is her body, what are we talking about? Another thing that always throw me a little bit is when you crossing the line between a woman posting in her underwear and a woman posting in a bikini. I know y'all claimed it is so different, but for me, I don't see a difference. I don't see a difference. If you can post in a bikini and the bottoms look exactly the same, she didn't even turn around. You didn't even see what most wanted to see. She didn't even turn around from the clip I seen. And that's what most people would have wanted to see, was the back of her. But here's my thing. At the end of the day, that's how that woman make her money. She do look good. She don't look like most people mama. and since that's how she make her money, I ain't got nothing to say, but more props to the progress and how she got that body looking like it looked after 3 kids. That's crazy. She look good.
That is the biggest red flag in the world, because she's living for herself more than she is for her future offspring.
I mean, as one does. Or is it only men who are given unconditional authority and autonomy over their own bodies and their own future? Because I will be if a man in the talking stages, by the way, has the audacity to call me selfish for prioritizing my own want, my own need, my own health before the needs of my unborn hypothetical children in an attempt to guilt women into carrying on a man's legacy. I know the patriarchy has deluded literally everyone into thinking that a woman's only purpose in life is to give birth, be a mother, be a wife, and in every one of those situations, the woman is expected to put herself last. And her identity now revolves around the lives of other people, which is something that is never asked or expected of a man. If you are someone who wants to have children, you should be supported in that. But that same respect and understanding should extend to those who don't. And again, thanks to the patriarchy and capitalism, we've been told to think that women who don't want children are selfish, are crazy feminine, are making a giant mistake, or are definitely going to regret it. Not because children are the greatest joy on this earth, but because if we stop having kids, who is going to breed the next generation of hard little workers? Capitalism relies on us giving birth. Make sure that they keep making that money. There are many reasons someone might not want to have a child. Health reasons, financial reasons, or perhaps the fact that there are many men who don't even see us as human beings. They don't respect us. They see us as objects. They don't care about our safety, our well-being, or any women's issues on this earth. And as much as the Angry Red Pill podcast bros want to sit around and tell us that we should play our role, that we should settle and take what we can get so we don't end up like old shriveled raisins way past our prime, alone with our 56 cat, wishing we had an alpha male in our lives, lest we forget that you need us. And baby, you don't control the fate of civilization. Women in Korea really around and find out. South Korean women have had enough, and many are taking part in the 4B movement. They're not marrying men, they're not dating men, they're not having children, and they are not getting it on with y'all either. And now over 150 elementary schools have no first graders, which is a record low of new students in the upcoming year. Shaming us, guilting us, that does not work anymore. And as much as y'all want to discredit this movement or call us irrational and crazy, until men realize it is actually y'all who bring nothing to the table, I guess we'll just be busy being selfish. Oh, baby, it's not that easy.
You want me to be honest? I'm angry. I'm mad. I'm fuming. I'm on fire. I'm mad because I care more about you than you care about me, and that's how it's always. God! I'm tired of it. I'm mad. I'm angry. I'm tired of feeling so much. I'm tired of being in my head. I hate it. I'm angry! I'm angry! I'm angry! And no matter how much I try to let go of it and give it to God, it's still so heavy!
There's men and women around the globe feeling like this, and this is my platform, so I'm gonna talk about it, man. You know, you give your love to God. You know, and I'm telling you, no human being on this earth, you know, whether you're a person or not, is going to love you the way that God loves you, you know, and then a lot of people out here think, you know, try to give love to people that don't even want love in the first place, that they don't want their love. Give your love to the Lord. Follow God. That is where you're going to find true peace, and He will send you that right person in your life when the time is ready. Yeah, I believe that from the bottom of my heart to anyone watching this, man. You know, if no one else is taking your love, give that love to God and just pray about it, man. Pray about everything. Pray about your problems, pray about your goals, your visions, you know, finding the right husband, finding the right wife, man, and let God do what He does best. Our God is sovereign. He is true. He is faithful. And I could go on and on with that list. Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, and the Prince of Peace. He will guide you through any storm. You know, and I just encourage it, man. Open up your Bible and pray about every single thing you're thinking about. Let God handle your battles for you, man. Fight your battles with the word of the Lord.
5'7" at 269 pounds. That lady was just showing what that weight looks like on that height for her. Like everybody else who did the trend. They were showing how different weight looks like on different heights for different women because women distribute weight so differently. But y'all people who just hate fat people found a way to try to make this into her encouraging people to be big, even though that was never what it was about. I didn't see John Cannon's video about her, but I know he loved a good opportunity to talk about big people. And people like John use any opportunity to talk about bodies because they know that their body is the best thing that they got going for them. You know how some people got a nice face, but their body ain't really all that, so they focus on their face. He focused on that body because he know that face ain't it. That face look like it belongs in another generation. It's like a good times face. It look like it belonged in the 60s or 70s. It's very old washed. He looks weather beaten. He looks a lot older than what he is. But he riding off the strength of his body and not his face. He a butterface. So any opportunity he can talk about people's bodies, he gonna take full advantage of it because that's the good thing he do got going for him. If John was being described to you, you would think he was attractive, right? If they were saying like, oh, well, he dark skinned with a beard, about 6 foot, athletically built, you would think he gonna be attractive, and then when you see him, it's just a bunch of disappointment. But he know that just like we know that. He wanted to be a light-skinned boy named Aiden so bad. That's why he forced those man buns, forced those curls and everything else, because he wished he was the mixed son that he created. I guess if you can't be it, make it. That's what the dark-skinned men like to do. When they can't be the mixed boy that they wish they could have been, they just go create him. But yeah, this was just an opportunity for me to talk trash about John, honestly, because any opportunity I get from this point going forward to throw him under the bus, talk trash about him, repost videos of people talking trash about him, I'm going to take full advantage on doing that.
Guys, I realized after the fact that this has copyrighted music, so I get to talk you through it. It's 1 a.m. She's supposed to be back from her girls' night out soon, but the longer I wait, the less I want her to. So basically, he's getting notifications that his girlfriend / fiance is following guys on Instagram while she's out. It's just like her giving her number out. It's essentially a way for them to be in direct contact. She's not wifey material because she's not loyal. And it doesn't mean that she even has to be actively cheating. But the fact is that she's leaving the door open. She's allowing that in, which is problematic because at some point in your marriage, like if you're in the habit of opening up the doors to that, and then you're in like a rough patch of your time being married, which everyone goes through at some point, like it's not always going to be 24-hour bliss for 60, 70 plus years if we're lucky. There's going to be a time when you're not going to be feeling the greatest. So if you're in the habit of opening those doors, you're letting that in. That is part of the whole loyalty issue that men are seeking. They want somebody that doesn't even open the doors because that's somebody that is loyal. The second video, guys, I'm sorry, it's triggering. Okay, it's a woman that is speaking her opinions. Let's just watch the video and we'll talk about it after.
I told my boyfriend the other day while we were in an Uber that my hall pass would be Harry Styles. And then I asked him who his hall pass would be. And he proceeded to tell me that he would not even have a celebrity hall pass because he would never cheat on me. So
her boyfriend is obviously too good for her. This sort of ties in to the last topic because it's surrounding loyalty and cheating, but it's different because they're having a one-on-one conversation and she is being disrespectful of their current relationship to say that she would take a hall pass. You know, she's even talking about the person that she would have the hall pass with. That is disrespectful because she is openly talking about it to her boyfriend. Her boyfriend is having nothing of it. He speaks his truth. But what she doesn't even realize is that this is not just a fun, let's laugh about it conversation. He is changing his mind about her. He already knows, like, she is not going to be his wife. When he comes to that realization, as long as he stands by what he believes and he doesn't continue the relationship and he ends it and he moves forward, I think that is his best bet. And he is demonstrating how much of a good man he is. Just based on his response to her, it tells me that that's probably going to be his path, which is awesome because
Ever notice how some narcissists have the strangest habits? Let's dive into 10 behaviors and how they might be secret red flags. And again, a quick disclosure, having a few of these traits doesn't mean you're necessarily dealing with a full-blown narcissist, but the pattern of control is something that I want you guys to look out for. Small things can add up, so if your gut is screaming at you, paying attention really might save you a lot of heartbreak later on. Number 1, the road rage, the fast driving when you're in the car with them. I put too much of this. They will barrel through traffic, they'll slam on the brakes for no reason, and it's less about speed and more about testing your limits and making you feel off balance. Number 2, giving you the silent treatment that lasts days. One day it's all compliments, it's all about sunshine, and the next it's total radio silence. They know that you'll chase after them to break the silence and prove that you still care. Number 3, never helping around the house. They will let dishes pile up, they'll ignore your struggle with the chores, and if you ask for help, they meet you with a shrug, they give you an excuse, and it's a subtle way to remind you that your needs come second to them. Number 4, being emotionally unavailable. They will dodge serious conversations, they'll act bored when you share feelings, and they'll turn every serious talk into a joke. This is another tactic to keep you off balance and to keep wondering if you're too needy. Number 5, being extremely frugal or extremely spendy. So they'll guilt you for ordering coffee, they'll complain about splitting a very small bill, and at first it seems like they're just, being careful with their money, but it quickly turns into control over how much you spend, where you go. Number 6, they are always on the phone scrolling social media, and I know a lot of us can be guilty of this, so take this one with a grain of salt, but if you notice that they're always glued to the screen, double tapping, scrolling, needing that external validation, even when you're talking, it really sends a clear message that you're not as interesting as whatever feed they're watching. Number 7, keeping score of every single favor. They'll make a mental tally of things that they do for you, and then they'll pull it out later when they need leverage. Remember when I covered your rent for a week? Suddenly you owe them everything. Number 8 is these random mood flips. 1 minute they praise you, the next they're criticizing you out of nowhere. There is no consistency, which keeps you anxious, and it also keeps you eager to please. Number 9, the over-the-top flattery at first and then dropping it suddenly. So a lot of the love bombing, right? They'll gush about how amazing you are until they start to think that you really care, and then it's radio silence, it's coldness, and it's meant to keep you hooked on those highs. Number 10, monitoring what you wear or who you see for your own good. They'll claim that they're just looking out for you, but really, this is all to assert power. Saying, that outfit is too revealing, or why'd you text that person? These are all very subtle power plays. Noticing these habits is really the first step in taking back that control. You deserve respect, you deserve consistency, you do not deserve mind games and having to guess how somebody's feeling all the time. So trust your instincts, set boundaries so you can protect your peace.
And women have this thing, modern women have this thing to where they think that men are, they're kind of joking around with them. They have this thing to where, and I say joking around, and I use that term loosely, because modern women think that at some point in time, men are just going to snap out of it. They're just going to be men and start doing what I need them to do. They're going to start doing what I expect them. I'll say that again. They're going to start doing what I expect them to do. They're going to start behaving how I expect them to behave. I'm not going to keep on disciplining you like this, little Timmy. You're going to act like I want you to act, like I have instructed you to act, or else I'm going to call you silly, stupid, sassy. That's the plan. Men don't care about that stupid stuff anymore.